I'm like, why are you being so shitty, man? You know, these people ain't done nothing to you. Why don't you leave these people alone, man?
It doesn't start with them doing something to mess with him first?
No.
He just shows up out of nowhere and goes like, I hate people.
Yeah. He just mad about something. And they say, you know what? I'm going to take it out on y'all. Nobody even know what he's mad about, man. He just shows up and just starts tearing up things, man. He's just mean.
Yeah.
And by the way, I love Godzilla. I love Godzilla in both versions. I'm partial to him being a hero. But, you know, I'll take Godzilla any which way I can. But this one, I had to call him out, man. I was like, nah, man, listen, I got your back a lot of times. Even back in the day when you turned up the city, I was like, man, you was so cool. I had your back on this. But I can't take this, man.
He doesn't befriend any little kids or anything.
Did you see this trailer right here? December 8th, that's a Friday. Going to be in the Red Room show at 10 p.m. So please get your tickets by going to BroadwayComedyClub.com or go to Double Toasted NY. All right, simple math we're going to start out with. Godzilla minus one equals your ass. A lot of torn up shit. That's some mathematics you don't want to do. Don't ever answer that question. Godzilla minus one equals just don't say nothing. Walk out the room.
I mean, you figure Godzilla's going to destroy a city even if he's not trying to.
See, that's the difference between that old Godzilla and what we have right here. Ooh, I can't wait to tell you about this Godzilla that we have here. For one reason, listen, there's a lot of versions of Godzilla out there. We've had everything from the Godzilla, the original, to the man in a rubber suit, to terrible CG American-made movies, to very good CG American movies that we have right now. We've gone through all kind of different versions and adventures and episodes with Godzilla, but as many versions of Godzilla we have out there, people say don't nobody do it like old Toho Studio out there, man. The people who started it all, and now they're actually taking it back to square one with this latest version of Godzilla that we have here with Godzilla minus one. You could say this is a reboot or a remake of sorts of the original Godzilla that came out years and years and years ago. As I said, man, remakes and reboots or whatever the hell they're doing, they can be dubious sometimes, questionable. Sometimes you feel like if they got it right, they were just lucky. But
that's true.
Yeah, that's why people, that's why when they mess with somebody that people love, like GODZILLA out there, people get very nervous. But this one has been getting some good word of mouth. But you know how that goes. People who get to, hang out with Godzilla early.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they say, oh man, yeah, he let me in early. Shit, he bought me a drink. Y'all got bought off. So we can't trust y'all. I spent my money today to go see GODZILLA over here, man. And I spent a good chunk of change. I went to go see him in that Dolby surround sound.
Did you go to the iPic?
Yeah, no, I went down to the AMC, but they had for Godzilla, they had the best theater in the house for him.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. So, and that cost a pretty penny. So, if Godzilla messes up after I spent my money, you damn sure hell, whatever. What's all about?
I don't know, man. I'm like, where did you go?
I don't know. I got a stroke. Let me make sure. Let me make sure I don't collapse right here now. You damn sure that I'm going to complain about it. I'll tell you if he's messing up real bad. Let's go ahead and take a look at Godzilla minus one.
One.
You didn't get a chance to see it.
No, I did not.
So I'm going to be the only one to tell you about it. How did I feel? Let's go ahead and take a look after this. Y'all might want to stop looking and pointing and run.
I mean, for whatever good that's going to do.
Hell yeah. If you got to turn up everything, now he's glowing. Out of there, man. I mean, that's how badass Godzilla is. Even the people about to die, like, oh shit, that's cool. I mean, if this is our last time on Earth, let's go out like this.
Yeah. We should run. No, I want to see this.
No, I want to see this going. Nah, man, listen. Let me tell y'all something. They're talking about many versions of Godzilla out there. Listen, Godzilla has been a villain. Godzilla has been a hero. But out of all those versions of Godzilla, no matter what he is that we've seen, this version is the biggest asshole of them all.
Oh, really?
Man, this Godzilla that we have right here, you know, I mean, through the whole movie, I'm just looking at him and thinking, it's your problem. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah.
I'm like, why are you being so shitty, man? You know, these people ain't done nothing to you. Why don't you leave these people alone, man?
It doesn't start with them doing something to mess with him first.
No.
He just shows up out of nowhere
Man,
and goes like, I hate people.
Yeah. He's just mad about something. And they say, you know what? I'm going to take it out on y'all. Nobody even know what he's mad about, man. He just shows up and just starts tearing up things, man. He's just mean.
Yeah.
And by the way, I love Godzilla. I love Godzilla in both versions. I'm partial to him being a hero. But, you know, I'll take Godzilla any which way I can. But this one, I had to call him out, man. I was like, nah, man, listen, I got your back a lot of times. Even back in the day when you tearing up the city, I was like, man, you was so cool. I had your back on this. But I can't take this, man.
He doesn't befriend any little kids or anything.
Did you see this trailer right here? Look at this. This is how much of an asshole that he is. Because, like I said, man, he's just mean. You know, in other movies, he takes his aggression out on other monsters, you know?
Right.
Like he's coming out the water. You ever see, because he always comes out the water with that, you know, I'm going to get you, bitch, look.
Yeah.
You know, he's ready to come out the water and start shit with other creatures, you know?
Yeah. You
seen them in those movies where some creature, I mean, they might not even be attacking the city. They just might be strolling by. He always comes out the water. Hey, bitch, yeah, come here. You know, it's you know, I get it when he's fighting other monsters because he's territorial.
Yeah.
But with this one, oh, and by the way, when he's attacking other creatures, buildings, they're just things that are in the way.
Sure.
You know, it just takes too much time to walk around them.
Yes, and he gives enough lead time that those buildings could be evacuated.
Yeah. You know, he gives them he sticks out that water and lets them sound that horn real quick. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, y'all got about 15 minutes before I get out this goddamn bathtub. You know?
Right. Evacuate or make your peace with God.
Yeah. So, you know, he'll walk around them because it's just, you know, I mean, or he'll run into them and tear them up because it's just takes too much time to walk around and give out an ass whooping, you know, somebody. But in this one right here, buildings are his enemy, man. These buildings might as well be King Kong or King Ghidorah or something, man, because the buildings in this, man, he fought them for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I'm not making a joke, y'all. Like he actually went up to buildings and be like, who the looking at it and would just punch them.
Wow.
Like he was aggressive towards buildings.
It's like somebody playing Rampage.
Yeah, he would just punch buildings, man, like they were other monsters, man. Yeah, which made him scary. You know, it's this like Godzilla has always been fun to watch for me, even when he's terrorizing the city. But this is the first time that he's actually scared the shit out of me, man.
Those dead eyes.
No, they ain't dead. They ain't anything, but they say they are alive with hatred and anger. Like I just told you this.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Like,
damn, he got Oscar the Grouch eyes.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, he's got those I'm gonna get you bitch eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is very aggressive in this, man. Like listen, y'all, like and I'm not even lying. So that boat did one little thing to piss him off. Like they were just out there looking for him, trying to figure out what to do. And he's like, I know what y'all doing. Out here spying on me. I know what y'all trying to do. And he's so aggressive that he just chases everything. Any little thing that gets his attention and pisses him off, it could be a fly, anything. He all of a sudden,
tunnel vision.
Don't piss him off because he will be focused on you. It will not. He holds a grudge bad. He will not let that shit go.
Oops. Why did you do that?
They're just making him mad.
Yeah.
The whole movie. I mean, he already started. Look, thing is, he started shit with them. Okay.
Yeah.
The Japanese people here, so you cannot blame them for defending themselves.
Sure.
But the rest of the movie is just them just pissing him off more. And I'm sitting up there just like, stop, man. Just please don't stop making him mad. Then that, of course, I didn't do a goddamn thing.
Of course,
not a scratch.
Of course,
not nothing, not
that
a
was
mark.
in his mouth too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
damn,
not a scratch.
That should have done something.
And do it.
Give him a sore throat at least.
No, in fact, he was like, That was kind of tasty.
Spicy.
Yeah.
That's how I like them.
Yeah, hit me again. But it's also kind of sad. You know, I'm joking about him tearing up the city, which is, again, just, you know, it's very frightening. It's very scary. But it's also really sad, man, because the whole reason why they call this -1 is because the Japanese people had just rebuilt after the bomb was dropped on them. So this is like -1, like they just got ahead and now he's taking them back. -1, taking them back to zero, man. Yeah, the Japanese people, it's sad because you see the progress because it starts in 1945.
Yeah.
And then you have a couple of years, I think they go to 1947, 1948. And throughout those years, they've managed to rebuild pretty well. And Godzilla comes out.
No, you don't.
Oh, no, he came out. Like, man, when he got to the city, he actually stood there and just said, damn, y'all built up pretty nice. Your city.
You don't have permits for any of this.
No.
Has to go.
And people are like, why? Why you doing? He was like
Snoop Dogg.
just like Snoop Dogg and Baby Boy, man. When that boy built that fort,
Yeah.
he just built that fort. Snoop Dogg was kind of nice about it, like, your fort.
Good morning, scrub. Built you a little fort, huh? Fuck about your little fort, man.
That was Godzilla, man. It's really and he's proud of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, and I'm not even lying, man. Like, he tore up the city. He tore that shit up, man, and just stood in the middle of the city and was like, yeah, now y'all clean this shit up so I can come back and tear it up again. He was proud of his work. He's like, damn, I leveled everything.
Wow.
Man, asshole. Complete asshole in this movie, man. But it is, I was surprised at that, again, how well they were able to relay just how heartbreaking it was for the people, man.
Yeah.
It's I mean, I talk about devastation, but it was devastating to see, the people die and everything. We're kind of used to seeing that. But man, when you see how these people actually suffered from an actual war, and then this guy comes in and just ruins it all, after just 2 years of hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I felt bad. Felt really bad. But don't let that stop you from seeing the movie if you're a Godzilla fan, or if you just, you like you like good movies in general. I'm gonna tell you why, because some people are thinking like it's a Godzilla movie, and I'm like, I don't want to see no giant monster movie like this, man. And I want to see fine films, drama, and all that kind of stuff. You might be surprised with this, but if you are a Godzilla fan, the movie is classic. It is very much classic Godzilla. It's like I said, it's kind of a remake of the first. And when I say it's classic Godzilla, they have all of the classic Godzilla elements. When he tore up that city, I got to give it to him. He brought his theme song with him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, man, they played the theme. He's got the roar.
Wow, that shot from underneath.
Oh yeah,
Bird's eye view.
And again, they make it scary this time because when he's roaring, it's causing destruction, man.
Yeah.
And here's the really scary thing, man. We were joking about his atomic breath, but the way he uses it. So you have to consider what the Japanese people just went through. And when you see what his atomic breath does, again, it's horrifying and it's just heartbreaking. It's another nuclear bomb.
Right.
Every time he hits, and by the way, he recharges quick. So, that's just like another bomb dropped.
Right.
If he uses it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is how you up the ante with Godzilla. Not that bullshit they did with Godzilla in 1999. Oh, well, ours is just bigger. Nah, get out of here with that. No, you make the creature just... You either do something with his characteristics to make him more fun, or you do something to make him more terrifying.
Right.
And that's one of the things I was really impressed with this. I've never been scared of Godzilla before, but I've never been angry with Godzilla, but I was scared and pissed off at him.
See, when I was little, I used to have nightmares about Godzilla.
Oh, well, you don't see this.
Yeah.
He's waiting on you. Yeah, Mark. I'm gonna be in your dreams tonight. And I talk about how here's where I'm going to contradict myself. I'm talking about just how much he's an asshole. How it's so devastating to see him go in and tear the city up with these poor people, man, who just rebuilt. I'm talking about how terrifying he is and everything, but it's not cool what he's doing, and I'm not. Listen, it's not cool what he's doing, and I'm not here to condone what he's doing. But when you watch this, listen, you can't watch Godzilla without having a sense of nostalgia, and you watch this, you can't help but feel proud. It's just kind of,
that's my boy right there.
Yeah, man, you really can't help but feel proud. Just a little bit. It's like, man, this is wrong, but goddamn, boy, that's my man right there. That is Godzilla right there.
That's what I've been talking about.
Yeah. It definitely feels hopeless, man. And a good movie, will get you to a point where you feel like there's no way that these people can survive this. Yeah. There's no way that these people are gonna be able to come back, or the characters gonna be able to come back. And you have that moment in this movie, man. You just feel like there's just no way these people are gonna be able to defeat this guy. It's just none. I mean, that's how well they do with the drama, and that's how well they do with creating this new version of Godzilla right here, man.
So does this Godzilla feel like he's the same one we've been seeing lately?
No.
Because the design looks the same.
If you watch it, he's like I said, he's in his aggression, he's a little faster. Mm-hmm. If you see those trailers, like the other Godzilla, he's still, I don't know, maybe I have to watch it again. I could be wrong with the new Godzilla that we have, like the one in King Kong versus Godzilla versus King Kong. Now, don't get me wrong. The Godzilla that we have right now, like the one that's done here in America, where you see him with fighting King Kong and everything. Don't get me wrong. He's a badass, man. He's bad. All right? Yeah. He can pack a punch. But this Godzilla seems to be more agile. Like I said, in his anger and his aggression, he seems to be a little more swift, a little more. He just moves a little quicker.
Yeah. He's just more of a killing machine.
And he is more aggressive than that other one. That Godzilla we have right now, he will fight when he feels threatened.
Okay, the one we have now is happening in present day, and this seems to be in the past.
Well, that's why I said it's 1947.
So maybe over the years he's mellowed.
Maybe.
This is him when he was younger. And then the one we have in the King Kong movies is him older, where he's like...
Well, this is a different world. This is not even connected.
Oh, okay.
No. All these movies they're taking place in a different world. So this is a different universe.
Okay.
Right here. This has nothing to do. In fact, I think that's why Toho kind of made this, because they're like, listen, that's fine. I know y'all like that Godzilla, but we're gonna let y'all know the real shit, okay? Uh-huh. We did it. We did the OG. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Original Godzilla. We did that. All right. So this one moves faster. This one moves quicker. This one's more frightening as when it attacks.
Yeah.
This one eats more green chef, which makes him, which I think makes him a little
gives him that atomic breath.
Yeah, it gives him the energy to be to be shittier. But no, people, hey, listen, you know what time it is. Got to do my segue, yes, to give a word to our sponsor. And today our sponsor is America's #1 meal kit for eating clean, and that is Green Chef. And with Green Chef, the reason why they call it Green Chef right here is because there's an emphasis on eating clean, on eating healthy, and eating in a reasonable manner for those of you who have tight schedules, tight budgets, and all that kind of stuff. You've heard me talk about Green Chef before, but if you haven't, listen up. Pull up a seat. Let me tell you about old Green Chef right here. You can eat clean the easy way. They have recipes that help manage your weight, keep you healthy, support your wellness goals that you have out there. And a lot of people think, man, every time I try, this is why I can't get healthy. Because every time I get healthy, I got to eat nasty stuff. Stuff with no flavor at all. I got to go out and eat grass and drink wheat juice and all. No, not here, man.
None of that.
They don't skimp on the flavor. Don't let those vegetables fool you right there. They do not skimp on the flavor at all. Let me show you the menu they got right here. Look at all that stuff, all that color in there. All that color equals flavor over there. A lot of these healthy recipes and dinners, they come in different recipes for different lifestyles out there. So, you know, they have, as you can see right here, you know, you can see the variety, but they have different meals that are like Mediterranean recipes, plant-rich vegan and vegetarian meals that are out there, all with certified organic fruits and vegetables. So it's all good for you, but again, tastes good. And here's the big thing about this. The holidays are here right now. People are like, I ain't got time to be cooking nothing. I'm out there shopping. I'm trying to look after everybody else. Now look after yourself. Eat well, and you can do so reasonably, because a lot of these meals that you see right here, not only do they save you time by being delivered to your door to help you eat clean, but they have these step-by-step recipes that take about 30 minutes or less. And actually 35% of their recipes can be made in 25 minutes or less. And that's not all. You can save time with their 10-minute lunches. They got their grab-and-go breakfast. Got these ready-to-eat snacks, so you don't have to cook nothing with those. And they got all these bundles out there from Green Market. So you got no excuse. Don't cost too much. It's reasonable. Doesn't take a whole lot of time. Doesn't cost you time. And also, biggest thing is it don't cost you flavor. You can still eat well. But hey, some of y'all are saying, yeah, you know, I'm cheap though. I don't care how much it is. No, I got something for you. How about this? Listen, I got you. Go to greenchef.com/60toasted and use that code 60toasted, and you'll get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. So I want to thank Green Chef, America's #1 meal kit for eating well. I want to thank them for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support. So what's up? Were you going to say something? It's funny though, you know, I'm talking about how this is a classic Godzilla movie. And it is, man. Like I said, it has all those elements in there. Some might even tell you about, you know, they got the Japanese people running, as you saw. You know, everything is in there. And I think, you know, they paid attention to make sure that those details were in there for the big fans out there. But the movies, it actually has, for me, a lot of Spielberg in it. And
wow, it's weird you say that, because just then, and you showed those people, I started thinking about Spielberg.
Why is that?
I don't know. And I don't know if it's connected with that second Jurassic Park movie where he does that really terrible joke in there. But
yeah, probably is. Except they do it actually, you know, respectively.
Yeah.
But so the reason why I say it feels like Spielberg is because, first of all, at the beginning of the movie, the first attack actually feels like something out of Jurassic Park. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but when you see it, you'll kind of feel like either Jurassic Park or even maybe more like The Lost World. They kill a black dude before the credits. Oh, yeah. The only black dude in Japan, man. Godzilla. Hey, come here. I see your black ass running against all them Japanese people here. You can't hide. Yeah, you stuck out. No, it feels, I would actually say probably more like The Lost World, but definitely it has a Jurassic Park feeling to it. But later in the movie, when he attacks the city of Ginza, Tokyo, which is the best scene in the movie right here. That right there. I mean, him biting into that subway train. Jeez. Yeah, you actually have. This is really the what we call it, the main set piece of the film right here. I mean, you get feelings of things like Mission Impossible and Indiana Jones and stuff like that because of some of the narrow escapes some of the main characters make. But after that, though, the movie slows down and it feels very much like Jaws, because the people in the city, now they're just trying to figure out how to kill this whatever it is. They can't even figure out it's a dinosaur, but it's not. It's a new specimen we don't know, and that's what's cool about it. They're all trying to figure out, like, we don't know what the hell this is. How do we kill it? Yeah, and it feels very and plus, and here's the cool thing about it. It has that, like when in Jaws, when people got together in a small town to try to figure this out. Yeah. The citizens in the movie, they are all trying to get together and figure this out because they have no help from anybody else. That's the other thing that's adding to the feeling of hopelessness. America, who actually kind of caused this. Caused this whole thing. America and even the Japanese government, they don't want to get involved. There's tensions with the Soviets. So they don't want to get involved. No, they don't want. No, even the Japanese government doesn't want to get involved. Something about creating a panic. So these poor people are left to their own, and so they always have. It feels like that those town meetings they had in Jaws where they get together and everybody's trying to figure out what to do. They even have a moment where they have, oh, I know one guy who can help us, you know. So yeah, very Spielberg feeling moments in there, but not the typical Spielberg moments where it's like, you know, they have those feel good Spielbergian moments in the movie and stuff like that. It only feels like it in like broad means of storytelling or, you know, plot beats or so.
That's interesting because in Shin Godzilla, Godzilla is growing and tearing shit up, and they could nip the problem in the bud, but the Japanese government, the bureaucracy, they're just arguing back and forth about what they should do.
Yeah.
So all this time is being wasted.
Yeah. No, it was, yeah, somebody said it was during the Red Scare and all that. So they were like, yeah, what? I don't know. Was it at that time? I just know that there were tensions with the Soviets. Okay. And, you know, and nobody wants to cause anything with them. And so they just said, well, you poor bastards are on your own.
God damn.
Yeah, they have no help from anybody, man. Even with a giant, you know, atomic monster attacking.
All these people who are saying you're on your own, have they seen this thing?
Yeah. And America said, sorry. They said, listen, we know he's coming one day, so you might want to get ready. But other than that, we can't do anything for you.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, man. And that is another reason why you root for these survivors, man, right here. But I tell you, I'm talking about how this is classic Godzilla. It's a little bit of Spielberg, Jurassic Park, and Jaws. But more than anything, surprisingly, it's a drama. Mm-hmm. The drama actually takes up maybe most of the movie.
Okay. That's a good sign to me.
It's kind of cool that they do that because the movie is very much character-based. More than you would ever give a Godzilla movie credit for. Mm-hmm. That's why I tell people, like, if you have second thoughts about seeing a Godzilla movie, maybe this is the one that you might want to sit down and watch because it has a lot of heartfelt moments with these characters. Because what you have here is you have this woman here and this baby, but the main guy is this failed kamikaze pilot. What I mean by failed,
wow.
Like, they say, hey, you know what you got to do? You got to die. And he's like, I'm gonna fly somewhere and hide real quick. But yeah, this kamikaze pilot, and I'm not gonna even try to say his name, Shikishima. He's suffering from PTSD and more so survivor's guilt.
Survivor's guilt,
yeah. And he ends up taking this woman in who's another survivor from the war and from the bomb. And then he takes in this little, and she actually she had a baby just thrusted on her, man. So they all come together and they're trying to form a family, but he can't get over his PTSD.
He's not gonna be happy until he does a kamikaze mission. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah. You know, he just can't. He says, you know, the war has never left me. So he's struggling to like raise this family that was just given to him, and you know they form friendships with other characters in the village, other survivors. In fact, he makes some really good friends. These guys, man, who are, you know, they're the ones who are really left to figure out what to do with Godzilla. So, you know, there's a lot of character in the movie. There's a lot of character development in the film. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of there's a lot of heart and emotion in here, man. Yeah. And that's what took me off guard with this. I mean, look at that. Oh, look at that. Mm-hmm. I think her name is Akiko, the little girl in there, man, who was adorable in the movie, man. Even when she was crying her ass off, you know, normally I'd be like, shut up. You know, I was like, oh man, I get it. You know, I mean, shit, she just survived a bomb and now giant lizards attacking the city. So I can't blame her, man. But yeah, that heartfelt story right there really takes up most of the movie, man. And as I said, you know, you really feel for the survivors of the bomb and now this Godzilla attack, because there's, you know, once he attacks the city, they're left with nothing again. Yeah. And I'm like, well, how are we supposed? And everybody's saying, hey, take care of it, y'all. We can't get involved. And they're like, how are we getting involved when we got nothing? Sure. Yeah, it's so there's a lot of tension in there, man. And like I said, that is why it's so heartbreaking to see Godzilla tear up the city. It's like, you know, and
like you couldn't pick somebody else.
Yeah, and and the thing is, man, and everybody's saying he's coming back, and people are like, why? There's nothing. There's nothing left. You're just being a bully now, which he is. Yeah. If I had any complaints about this, a lot of the drama turns to melodrama. Yeah. And it could be the way the acting style of the Japanese. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a lot of yelling and all that kind of stuff. And maybe it could be their style. Uh-huh. It's very melodramatic, though, you know, the acting style that the Japanese do anyway. Yeah. So maybe, you know, I'm criticizing it, but I shouldn't. I just have to accept it for what it is. But it does feel very melodramatic to me at times. I will also say this: as much as I think the special effects are amazing in this, there are some moments where Godzilla feels a little stiff, even mechanical.
Really?
Yeah, and it's only moments where he's walking, and I can't tell if that was intentional or if the effects are just a little off. Because there's some times he's walking like RoboCop, and I got a clip of it right here that you can.
Man, maybe he just heard a really good tune and he was just like into it.
Yeah, maybe maybe he is doing the robot. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, Rubber Band Man by the Spinners was on. Rubber Band Man.
Well, that's the wrong song because he ain't elastic at all, man. Rubber Man. Listen to anything else but Rubber Man. Listen to. You might see what I'm talking about here, and maybe that's just the way he walks. I'm willing to let that slide, but the only difference is I saw him like whipping and and punching and just being very, as I said, very flexible and agile early in the movie. And then when he's walking, he just kind of got this stiff ass walk. And like maybe it's just me. You judge for yourself. That's just a small part because I don't have anything else. But you kind of saw that little move like that. And there's moments where he's walking like that for a while.
So what are they using? Is it a guy in a suit or
no? It's all CG.
All CG. Okay.
Yeah, at least I think it is. I mean, I don't know if they just had a guy in a suit and put some CG on him, but I think it's all CG. I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna say yeah at this moment. Okay. Also, a little predictable. There was because I mean, listen, they try to do something in this movie. They think they be a slick, and I said, I see you. I know what you're doing, man. Yeah, and if you see the movie, you might know what I'm talking about. Maybe not, but they do so much foreshadowing on something. Like they make such a big deal about one particular thing in the movie, and they do something. I mean, they actually even try to whisper. I say, I know what y'all talking about. Don't hide. I know what you did. But I tell you, man, the climax is very exciting.
Yeah.
The climax is very good. Has a few Star Wars moments in there too. But because the thing is, like I said, they're working with nothing. It seems like nothing's working, and they just keep pissing this dude off, man. And so it's so it's just like you really are wondering, like, man, how are you going to get through this? Because I don't see it. I don't see an out.
Are they on an island?
Yeah. That's I move. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, people living in shacks and everything,
Right.
Yeah. So it's but it's a lot of fun and it's very emotional, and I would give this a high matinee. I was very surprised at what they did with this. I mean, even I might change my mind later because really, when you look at some of the Godzilla movies that are done out there, this is really one of the best Godzilla movies they've done in a long time. It's good. It's very good. And if you get a chance, go see it again and on a nice theater. If there's an IMAX theater that is showing this, go see it there. Or whatever.
Otherwise, 4XD.
Yeah, that's what oh, wait a minute. Is 4XD the one where is that the one where it's the seat shakes?
No, that's D-Box.
Okay. Because I was about to say, you don't want to see that. No, they'll throw that seat across the city.
That'd be hilarious. They bring it to where you're in that boat.
Yeah, you don't want to see that in that.
Just kind of everybody.
Yeah, don't do D-Box, man. They'll throw your ass across that theater. You better not go see that D-Box. Godzilla fans in there galore, man. Like they the dudes wearing the Godzilla shirts and clapping and so it's a lot of fun, man. They know who they made this for, and it's specifically made for the Godzilla fans, but it's very impressive how they made this to where there's something in there for other people outside the fan base.
Yeah,
it's good.